Okay, everybody, let's see. I don't see anyone logged on. You may have logged on and then logged off because you saw I wasn't on. I got on a little bit later today. Um, uh, but that's okay. Today, I want to just go over a couple things. The first thing I want to do is I want to look at a couple things from your tests. Um, and I'll try to get those back to you. But I want to first of all talk about a couple things that I saw that a lot of people sort of missed out on and or not missed out on, but sort of missed on the test. And so then I want to just help you out with a few things. Let's look at test two first. So this is test two. I'm going to use the whiteboard feature from Blackboard Collaborate. I like Blackboard Collaborate. So for test two, number two. So this is number two. Everyone did really well coming up with the formula, the explicit formula, and everything. But when you're using the formula to determine when the sales will reach 89,000. So that's part D. And this is not anything to do with growth. This is just a simple solving equations type thing. So I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to go over this a little bit with you. So everyone created the correct equation. So the equation that you're going to work with is 89,000 is equal to 31,000 plus 5,000 in. Now, so when you went to solve this problem, there were several people who said this was 31 plus 5,000, and then you got 36,000, then you divided by 89, and you came up with something like 2 or whatever years. But actually, what you need to do in this case is you don't need to combine these two because they're unlike terms. Notice that there's an in 5,000. So you can't add 31,000 and 5,000. So what I would have done is I would subtract 31,000 from both sides. So what that's going to give you here is a 31,000 minus the 31,000 is going to go away. So here you have 5,000 in. It's thundering outside. And then you're left with, I think, what, 58,000? And then if you divide by the 5,000 on both sides, you're going to get n is equal to, I might say, 11.6. Right now I'm not doing the calculations. So that may be rounded, but it's about 11 years or a little over 11 years, almost 12 years actually. So I think a lot of people got like 2 something because you added first. And what you should have done when you're solving, you need to get everything away from n. So just look at that and go back and look at that when you get your test. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, on number 6, I wanted to talk to you about number 6. Number 6, part C. A lot of people said that was logistic. I'm sorry, that was exponential growth. But in fact, it is logistic growth because anytime you're dealing with something where the growth is where there's a carrying capacity or there's a leveling off of the growth, you're dealing with logistics. So it says a plant grows or grown in containers as plants grown in containers mature, their developing roots eventually will run out of space. When this happens, the plant becomes root bound and its growth or their growth may become stunted. So there's a limit to how much they can grow, right? There's a carrying capacity. So that's logistic. I don't really think that there's anything else that I wanted to tell you from test 2. Let's go take a look back at test 1. Test 1 was okay. Everybody did really well in test 1. Let's see if there's something that not really. I think it's okay. No, I think it's all right. So, so I wanted to tell you that, but then I also wanted to show you some things in my open math and tell you how the rest of the semester is going to work today. We're not going to do any lessons today. We're going to start probability on Wednesday, and I'll be in Lee County on Wednesday, and I'll be broadcasting in to Wolfe County. And if you're not able to be on, then you can always watch the video later. Hopefully, there will be a video. But anyway, so what I want to do is I want to now switch over and share my screen with you. So let me see, share application or screen. I'm going to share my entire screen. I'm going to allow. And what I may have to do is log back into okay, so I log back into my open math. So I think I'm in, everyone can see my screen. So I'm in my open math. I'm going to log in. And I'm going to go to our course. So I need to go to home. And here's our course. All right, so there are a couple things that I wanted to show you. First of all, the outline has been updated. So I'll just open that and I'll show you a little bit about the outline. So if you scroll down, you'll notice that this April 8th through April 10th, this is the 13th week of school, and at HCTC, and April 8th through April 10th is where we are today. So the only assignment for today, or what we're going to do in class, is review for exam 3. So I was going to do that if anybody had any questions. I don't think there's anyone logged in, but if there is and you have questions, just let me know. So what I want to tell you is that exam 3 is take home. So I'll show you back in my open math where it is located in a minute. But basically, just what I'd like for you to do is return exam 3 to me through email by April 12th. That's Friday of this week. So on Wednesday, we're going to look at introductory probability topics. All right, so and then on Friday, if you could get that back to me. So it's thundering here and making stuff shake and stuff like that. So anyway, but anyway, so I going to say? Oh yeah. So if you want to, or when you return that to me, it's gonna the test is in a Word document, so you can return it to me by typing your answers into the Word document and then saving that and then sending it to me through email. You can take pictures of your page if you print it out. You can take pictures and send those to me through email. Or you can scan, and I know I've talked in Wolf County with Mrs. Creech, and she said that she will be able to help you scan a test in, so it will send to me as a document. Um, so if you need help there, um, you can talk to her. That's in Wolf County. In Lee County, I'm sure there's the same kind of setup, but I haven't really talked to anybody there yet. But anyway, so that's the idea. So next time in class on Wednesday, I'll be in Wolf County, but we'll talk about probability. Then we're going to do probability on Monday, and then on Wednesday we're going to talk about statistics, introductory concepts, and representing data. And then after that, we're going to talk about numerical summaries of data, the normal distribution, and we'll be done. So we're almost done. That last week of classes, April 29th through, well, I don't know what the Friday is. I guess the Friday would be May, if the Wednesday is May 1st, May 3rd. That will be just reviewing for the final exam. The final exam you will take in My Open Math. Now, this may change, but I think this is how it's going to work. And I'd like for you to take it by the end of that final exam week. It'll be password protected. Please see Mr. Wright or Ms. Creech for the password. They can give you the password and you just type it in and you take it. The thing about it is that you must take the exam in one setting. You'll have 2 hours to complete the exam. So if you can carve out that much time, I mean, I don't care if you take it after school or something, or during, if you have like a study hall or whatever. You probably will not need the whole 2 hours. But you'll have it. The exam will close after 2 hours, so I think you probably will not need the whole time. But so that'll be taken in My Open Math. So to get you prepared for that, because we've been taking tests on paper and pencil, your last test, exam 4, will be in My Open Math as well. So your test over probability and statistics will be in My Open Math, and then your final exam will be in My Open Math as well. All right, so there's the exam 4, you can take it at home or during class or whatever. There's no restrictions, but I do want you to take the final exam at school, and you'll have to have a password to get into that. You won't have to have a password to get into exam 4. All right, so the exam 4 and the final exam will look just like homework assignments. You'll click on them, you'll have a list of questions, and you'll do those just like you did the homework assignments. It's just you will not get, they'll be like quizzes, because you will not get the question helps for some of the questions that you do get now in homework. All right, so that's how the rest of the chapter, or rest of the semester, I'm sorry, is going to go, and the rest of the chapter, because we only have one more chapter or unit. Let's go back and look at My Open Math. And right here in My Open Math, above the course documents and resources, there's take-home exam, and it's exam 3. What I'd like for you to print this off or work with it online. And just send it back to me. I think it's like 19 questions. Yeah, it's 19 questions. Most of the questions deal with this situation. A zoo wants to build a new exhibit, but wants to make sure the exhibit will satisfy most of the zoo's visitors. So the staff asks visitors to rank mammals, reptiles, insects, and birds in order from most preferred to least preferred. I'm going to correct that and re-upload this. So the staff asks, it should say. A summary of the preference ballot is provided below. So you're given a summary of the preference ballot. What this wants you to do first is create a preference schedule. So create one of those tables where you list the first, second, third, fourth choice, and then you list how many voters had each ranking. And you have several examples of that in homework. You have several examples of that in your notes, in the information sheet, so you'll be able to do that. And then all of the rest of the questions just ask you to deal with the different voting methods. So what are the candidates for this election? How many different ways can the candidates be ranked? There's a formula for that. How many zoo visitors rank the animals in order? Reptiles, mammals, birds, and insects. So you look over here in your preference table. So I don't think there's anything new here. For questions 1 through 14, you'll be using that zoo scenario. And then questions 15 through 18, you're going to look at each one of these situations and determine which fairness criterion that is violated. So make sure you look at your fairness criteria. And then the last question will ask you to determine who the winner is when approval voting is used. So I know that this is a pretty short session today, but I just wanted to let you know that exam 3 is take home. We'll be starting probability on Wednesday. I wanted to show you the rest of the semester and answer any questions that you may have. So if you do have questions, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Well, I don't think anybody has questions because I'm the only one on here, but that's okay. Just make sure that you get that test back to me by Friday of this week. And all right then, so I guess that's it. Just like always, let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions about the test, let me know. If you have any questions about homework, let me know. If you have any questions about the rest of the semester, let me know as well. All right, and I will see you all on Wednesday.